Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where today we were stabilizing in some ways and then things have gone a little not great. This is a problem, that's a problem. We got problems. We have to figure out solutions and I don't have any solutions. I think one thing that is probably the case is that Malgut's army just needs to run south. I don't think we have time to play with Cathay anymore. The army that comes through here, we have to hope it's going to get dealt with by someone else. We have too much other stuff to do.
There! I said so!
Malgut's got to get down here and control some of the nonsense. Who else still has actions left? Goff has to figure out what to do about this. I mean, we're losing this camp. There's no way to beat this.
I am no one's slave.
What I can do...
The more asks it.
So I can't sit inside their settlement even though we're allies. I could go into ambush mode near the settlement in the hopes that
I bow only
Rensong's army will attack the settlement and we'll get to show up as reinforcements, which would mean that we do slightly outnumber him. But obviously the downside of that is that we don't get our whole army all at once. I'm gonna step back to here. He can't reach me, right? Yeah. So I'm not hidden. We'll see what happens. He's gonna destroy that camp for sure, though, which is really annoying. I can't believe he just decided he doesn't give a shit about the very real problems that are happening up north, where his faction is getting their asses kicked. He just wants to hurt the players so much. Alright, well, we do have to close these portals.
Survivor of the flame trial.
That's just real. But unfortunately, even closing the portals isn't going to be enough anymore. I don't know how we're going to figure this out, but we're going to have to. What's, how far over did we make it? The answer is not very far. So we're still several turns away from this battle, even if we even do it, which is certainly not guaranteed. Yeah, this is bad, and we don't yet have the recruits in for Greasus, so our army upkeep isn't going to be shooting up just yet, but it's going to happen soon. We do not have a lot of time to prep for that. Yep, he does the spiteful thing successfully. Okay, well, the western provinces are doing something. They're not closing the portal, though, which they probably should be. And see, these ogre armies, I don't think they're going to get anything accomplished here. They're going to run up, be terribly outnumbered, and just get embarrassed. And in the time they're doing that, they're not helping with the demons that are inside of their territory at all. And this is very bad indeed.
Likes to keep the smart one.
Tretch Craventail. You know what? Absolutely. I love that. I love that idea. Okay, so Tretch Craventail's on this map. He, in theory, should be giving these lizard men more trouble than I would expect. The orc armies are actually showing up, although I don't know what state the lizardman armies are in at this point. Yep, and Grimtop's going to be in some real trouble, but they're not going to burn it immediately, at least. That's nice of them. We don't have the ability to push them off, right? I think the garrison of that settlement is too small and weak. So we're just going to have to let them siege us out. Yep, losing stuff all over the place. It's real bad. Let's go to Greasus. 2 turns until the new army expenses come in. So we have a little bit of time to figure our shit out. I can just go into ambush mode here. Oh, I'm in view of... Right. My allies will not allow me to lay an ambush to support them. They hate that idea. Well, they're going to lose that city, and then it's going to be my problem in the long run.
Tyrant of the tribe.
All right, if I march mode you, yeah, you can get all the way down here this turn and just heal up in Blood Peak. Since this area is relatively secure, we're going to need Targog to repel this.
Carve and brine.
And we're probably going to need Goff to go somewhere else and do something else. Just get out of here. Zhao Wei's caravan would be fun to eat. I don't know where they're moving to next turn, but we'll see. Yeah, Malgut's got to just be running home.
On your feet.
Get some good distance this turn at least.
The great Moor's command.
Well, we're not going to be taking attrition here, so we may as well
The path.
press all the way up.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Maldig's not going to close this because we need the money. Am I going to put Maldig in the army? Maybe we fire a unit of Noblars or something? No, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna move him over here.
Pursue the quarry.
Let's just keep an eye on. Okay, so you're up there. Just keep an eye on where the Orthodoxy armies are, so we don't get surprised. Okay, it would be real nice to win a couple of big battles in the near future. Ooh, this army is considerably larger than the other. Looks like it might not be the most intimidating thing in the world, just all horrors, but still, it's big enough that it's going to be a problem.
I only serve the changer.
Yeah, if Grimtop attacks here, we're going to lose it for sure, so we may as well just let it sit. We'll see what happens with these. That's a turn of just setup, unfortunately. Which is the thing we don't really have time for. They are turning around in a way that, like, one of those armies came back toward us and the other one seems to have left. So it's... I'm not sure if it's going to be safe to go after the demon army at the gate. Okay, Rensong just ran up and burned that down. Was that a sack or no? That was a raise. He really did it. Okay, we're gonna lose the village of the Tiger Men. Nothing we can do about that. We do not have the resources to devote to holding that right now. Yukai is not going to actually come over here. He's gonna do like a fake move and then he's gonna turn around before he actually arrives. So basically just wasting everybody's time, including his own, but we don't need him. It's fine. Targog is going to have it under control. Oh, Fert, be careful. This is... You are advancing towards something very foolish indeed. We might be able to finagle some money out of Clan Rictus. Since we know them and we know that they are amenable. Oh, I should have haggled. So we probably should have gotten. We probably could have gotten more than the 1,500 that we did get. All right, Grizguts ran out of his way to attack the wrong settlement, weakening his army, so he'll be no threat against the lizard men who are in my settlement. Which I guess is kind of a mixed blessing, because I certainly don't want Grizguts to take it. Which he probably would have. Oh, they're going to give me a Pyrrhic victory on the auto-resolve here. I think that result is wrong, but I will take it very happily. That's wild. I don't see how that would be even remotely possible. Like, that army's a bad design, but we were outnumbered and... I don't know. Incessant bloating, melee defense down for the whole army. This is a bummer. Greasus certainly does not need his speed reduced anymore, but also, at the same time, percentage speed reductions are not hugely effective against Greasus because his base speed is so low.
Biggest room's mine.
Alright, stop in Mount Thug for the turn so you can actually get some replenishment. It really is. It's completely different from turn to turn, whether settlements are places where we can replenish or not, to really kind of a silly degree. Okay, he didn't burn it. He did just sack it.
Obey me.
Can't say I understand why, really. Chaos corruption here is really high, but falling. It's strange because it was in the 60s and falling earlier. So it jumped up by nearly 20 points, but it was negative the entire... The directional pressure was negative the entire time.
Master Butcher, the great Moors come back.
Well, he can't really move past Yeti Peak.
Master of
So we can turn around and try to, like, be ready to assist in a backstab.
More bitches.
We'll try to do that somewhat sneakily. Grog can just barely make it.
It means butchery.
And you can't quite challenge us. So yeah, if we can close this turn, let's do it. Then we'll limp back to town.
It is time.
Okay, whole lot of bloodletters. Well, they're going to do a tremendous amount of damage anywhere that they are able to make contact, but also we have the Fire Rain Rocket, which should be very exciting against this dense cloud of lightly armored melee units. We should see some really, really good outcomes here. Our force is real heavy on ogres, though, so we don't have a lot of, like, the initial surge of this tide is going to be hard to break. We're going to see a lot of death on this battlefield. Khorne is going to have a wonderful time. The Gorgers have absolutely no role in this battle at all. I guess they'll be good for flanking the Chaos Warriors once the Chaos Warriors actually get to us. So we want a nice clean angle of approach. The cannons need a direct line of fire. The batteries probably don't. Or the rocket battery probably doesn't. So the terrain being so uneven is going to make this really awkward. If we're over here... Yeah, cannons on this ridge have their line of sight blocked by that ridge. So we just don't get a clean line of sight to anyone anywhere. I mean, like, maybe I set up all the way in the back? We're kind of already at the edge of our range. If we're set up here... Yeah, the direct fire units... I don't know. This sucks. Sucks a lot. This map is specifically designed to make siege less good. And that is a bummer.
S1.
Alright, the cannons do get indirect fire, as should the rocket batteries.
Cannons! Dragon Guard!
Alright, make sure that they're buffed.
Biggest in the Troy.
Yeah, this is a little awkward. We kind of can't defend them well
The more cool.
because of the shape of things here. All right, and the Gorgers, like, I don't know. Gorgers, I'd be over here, I guess. Just wait for it to be your turn.
Leader of butchers.
Our spells and our Thunder Mason stuff should also be very effective here.
Rocket battery!
Ooh, good hits.
Thor's right hand.
Okay, acceptable, not bad. We have just enough arc to be able to fire over this stuff, but having to do the fire over does make your shots less accurate than taking direct shots. So it hurts. I don't know what these Chaos Hounds think they're doing. They're going to get absolutely annihilated by the ogres. Do I just want to rush out? Like, I kind of think the best thing we can do... Oh, these are the Chaos Warriors, though. We don't necessarily have to... let me bring the Gorgers around here. We don't necessarily have to rush to them. We still don't have the magic necessary to get a good cast of the Maw off. I'm actually going to move you. Alright, so some of their units are pretty shredded already. Chaos Warhounds getting just ripped apart.
Feel the hunger.
And for some reason, weak enemies, like the flanky enemies, love fighting lead belchers. They do not care about our siege units at all. The lead belchers are just like the best possible bait. And that totally rules. Okay, actually, y'all need to maybe... You're approaching too slowly. Just kind of like run in here and try to intersect with something. And what I'm thinking is I would love to fire a Great Maw onto the Chaos Warriors because they're going to be very grouped up wherever it is that they fight. And most of the Maw's damage is armor piercing. Like the thing the Chaos Warriors... The thing that's going to keep those Chaos Warriors alive is their armor. So we could do a lot of really mean damage there. Is this mostly 33% armor piercing? I guess this is the same. Yeah, I think we are just having you come over here and help with the Chaos Warriors. Those orders are backwards. Please do the thing that makes sense instead of the thing I told you to do.
Master.
And no attempt at all has been made to stop the siege weapons from doing their thing. Okay. We almost have the magic we need.
Run for it! Me!
Wow, that was a lot more effective than I was expecting it to be.
Bring us meat! The more cold!
Good news is, Chaos Warriors of Khorne are so incredibly slow that we can probably just run away from them in any situation where the battle is going badly at all. Let me have these units try to fall back to here. Oh.
Leader of butchers! Pride needs it!
and balance.
Alright.
Whatever is required.
Looks like this stuff is all
And
pretty
heal.
done. So let's have these. I want them to turn in place as much as possible, which is not an order you can give them as a group. Right here on this ridge. Okay, this looks like it's just about over. And it turns out we didn't actually get that much use out of our magic after all. Okay, it's still pretty effective against heavily armored units.
Praise the dragons! Zhang Yang sends us! Dragon Guard!
Okay. Only thing that's actually still fighting is the Herald because he can't surrender.
Hungry! Here we go!
I have to say, I'm very pleased with the performance of our new rocket battery. A little bit of friendly fire here and there, but overall, yeah, good work. 100 kills for the rocket battery, 80 kills for each of the lead belchers. This right here is like, this army is very poorly suited to fight an army that has guns. Honestly, even archers would shred this army real bad. The thing that our this kind of force is actually best suited to fight is an army that is like heavy infantry based, probably, just because they'll approach us even more slowly, and the cannons and the rockets do so much damage that the armor doesn't even really matter that much. But I'll take a lightly armored infantry army too. That's fine. So I don't know how much money that's going to be worth, though. Again, those are not terribly high tier units. But if we keep our spending pretty limited for this turn, we'll go into next turn with a fortune, and it won't matter how much extra money Greasus's troops cost to maintain. And then Greasus can go win a battle against an actually large, terrifying army, and we should be like super good from there. Okay, I mean 33 plus. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all, and we certainly don't need the meat.
No useful ingredients. Ogre slew a master. Hunger.
Back home quick.
guides us.
before the great orthodoxy catches us. So 2 skill points. I mean, we may as well push through the blue line. Give me Devouring Maw. We're having corruption problems.
More flesh will be caused.
So yeah, 10k. 10k is very safe. I think I'm just going to have you sit in the settlement another turn.
That's what I want.
Sorry, take me to Og, who can trivially close this. Okay, and now we at least have all of the rifts near our stuff dealt with.
Raise the fire!
Then I guess you turn around and just...
Fire belly on the move!
There's some stuff to annoy down here. And I think that's the turn.
Ogre tyrant!
I don't need to recruit units to defend this settlement. Oh, we do have access to butchers now. How good is a butcher? How cool is a butcher? So they can have beast magic or great maw magic. A thing that does really bum me out about agents is that you can't see their stats as a combat unit in this panel. So unfortunately, we don't actually know what these things will do in an army. So corruption -1, unit mass plus 15%. Well, I kind of want to hire one just to see. And maybe we should put a butcher into Greasus's army, right? Because we currently have no way of using magic. So maybe that's this guy's job. We'll hire you in just to see what your deal is. So 40 attack, 40 defense, 44 charge bonus. Pretty normal stuff as an ogre combat unit. Low armor, not great HP. Yeah, it looks like you are pretty much just a wizard. It's just a different kind of wizard than the Firebelly is. All right, well, yeah, I think this is fine. Actually, you know what? Malgut's army, not Malgut. What's your name? Yeah, Malgut.
Ogre tyrant.
Malgut's army has a caster, but maybe the move is to bounce this guy and replace him with the butcher, because the butcher gives that that bonus to replenishment for the whole army. I don't know. I think we're gonna hold off though on any building upgrades. Maldig is gonna stay in this general area. Doesn't really help to do an assault here. Let's just keep an eye on the Kislevite units that will be following us.
Tyrant of the
Targog's
tribe.
good. We're not outposting with a faction with a force of the same faction that we are. I think we're good. Okay. It's about time to start doing stuff in the demon realm again. That's very unfortunate, but I mean, what can you expect? The Western Province armies split up so much. It's like they don't even want to win. Ooh, I'm really surprised to see Ren's song run so deep, because his army's not in very good shape. And he's definitely put himself in position for Targog to just jump him. Really weird move. Really weird, obviously wrong move. Well, I think we're going to be basically just reestablishing the camp that he burnt down. And it will be my hope that we don't have to do much defense of the northern area where we had to push off the Tsinchian army, so we don't have to. We could use both of these armies on the Cathayan front instead. We might even be able to negotiate peace with Tsinch. We should look into that. It won't be long before people are trying to buy us back into war with them. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Do we want to try to defend it? I honestly don't. I'm going to take the valiant defeat.
The loser gets it.
Okay, we did some damage to their army. Just going to have to resettle Grimtop. The lizard men might take it, and I might have to take it back off of them, but that's fine. Okay.
Biggest gut in the land. Want everything.
So wait, where was that? Ah, we're going to get a rebellion over here. Well, there's nothing we can do about it at this point. Also, who cares? We're going to lose that anyway, so it's fine.
Eternal fire. Tyrant. Follow the boss.
Malgut needs to run basically as fast as possible. Croesus' army is almost full.
Whatever I decide.
Let's come down here and get some more disease immunity.
Then meet my gut.
So we definitely can't afford to eat meat for the bonuses. We've not gotten to see the man-eaters with the ogre pistols in actual action yet. But their stats look pretty decent. So this is functionally the same battle we just fought. Which is a shame, for sure. It is going to be tough. They have less range this time. Only one of the soul grinders. So with us having 3 pistol units, we're probably going to be able to like move up to range with the pistols and the hunter, do some picking at them. They're going to have to come to us, which actually will make our lives a lot easier. It's still going to be ugly though. We're not well suited to fighting in this area. The good news is we're doing this battle on our way toward a full heal point, so hopefully we can just keep all of our units actually alive, take the full heal, and then just keep running. This terrain is also like comically bad.
Bring us meat! Where's ogre mates?
I mean, I think just kind of everything goes over here. Maybe not Greases.
Goldtooth.
All right. So what we want to do is move up so we're just on the other side of this stuff. We'll be able to shoot them from here, and also they'll have a hard time flanking me with their goofy cavalry units. Also, hopefully the AI will react badly because they can't exactly see what we're using to what we're reinforcing with. And yeah, Greases just kind of gets up in the middle as well.
Do your tribes proud. Kill anything that moves, then eat it after.
We do have Stand Your Ground now, which theoretically should help as well. So I think he only had Rally during the last battle. Yes, they've got a little bit of anti-infantry cavalry stuff. So the trees will be helpful in keeping us safe from them.
Seeking prey.
Did they really just back up 3 feet?
Many us.
It's like y'all should just feel free to step forward 3 feet.
Hunting. The strongest, the fattest.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep eating the attacks from the one unit that they have that can do that. And I'm content to do this until they want to do different.
I ain't no gobbo.
Okay, they finally decided, oh wait, we're losing the battle for no reason. So this is... I think we are going to melee mode these troops for right now. Just go forth and get into trouble. Now, see, like, if we do that, though, we have nowhere for the charge around to happen. So maybe make it more like that. Y'all will just keep firing. So these things are anti-infantry, but they're pretty bad fighters. I'll have, like, 2 of the units of Iron Guts, I guess, form up on this side. I'm going to roll Greasus over to here, because Greasus' job is going to be just moving right along this to kill their giants. And And for the moment, I guess you don't really need to move. Neither do most of these ogres. Casting multiple spells simultaneously. It's not generally how the magic system in the game works, but fine. I mean, I think I want to shoot down these plague drones real fast. Might be time to convert you into melee mode and just have you go rampage. Yeah, I think so. Let's rampage. I think we're gonna make the push happen here as well. So let me grab a fair number of these units, and I'm just gonna have them here. 2 of them charge here, 2 of them charge here. Let's just break stuff. Just go forth and break stuff. These units I'm gonna keep in. These units I'm gonna have cross to here. Maybe might make sense to just move them up behind. We'll do this. That's fine. So y'all have moves. And then the 2 units of Iron Guts that I brought over here. Let's just have them run around here. We are either going to kill this thing, or flank these guys, or kill this thing then flank those guys.
I am legendary. Looking for mate. Oh, yes.
Come on, get a little closer. I want this to affect those Noblars. Okay, well, it's not going to. So you 2 convert that movement into a full blood charge. Just kill, kill, kill. You... I probably want you to peel off here. Yeah, just like run over and try to make this work. They're breaking those plague drones pretty fast, which is great news. I'm probably going to finish ammo dumping on the Great Unclean One on this side and then convert to melee. But yeah, something like this seems wise.
When do we eat? Call
Never mind.
the beast.
You have a more pressing concern.
Anything for the boss.
Yeah, wow. They're cutting them up real good.
Killing time. Rampage this way.
I appreciate that they refer to all movement as rampaging.
Sure
Shows
thing.
that their heads are in the right spot here.
Man-eaters. Eat 'em.
Yeah, it's remarkable what you can do with just like a little bit of ranged damage. Greasus is taking a remarkable amount of damage here, way more than I was expecting. However, he is also absolutely kicking the shit out of these Great Unclean Ones. Let's drop your stats a little bit. I would love it if you would stop picking on me so effectively. Y'all should back up. You continue to hold these guys in place. I wonder if we could get through here. I wonder if we could just muscle our way through, mass-wise. This is part of what mass is supposed to be for, displacing units that are problematic. We'll see how well it actually works out.
Serve the ogre.
Oh, sorry, not melee. Go ahead and just throw stuff. You're good.
Take it all.
Yeah, wow, the 3 units of ogre pistols doing remarkable damage.
Ogres attack!
Please stay focused.
Man-eater pistols! Crunch their skulls!
All right, we got a couple of volleys left in us.
Smash them to pulp! Biggest in the tribe! Find a meal! Helps the tribe! In my guts!
Okay. Other great unclean one is down.
Behold my guts!
Fourth, do not get held up.
The more cool! Off we go!
Okay, I do believe it is time to convert these units into charging, murdering units. So, let's have one of them be back up over here. One of them can push this while this unit tries to escape. And the other one can push there and probably break those Forsaken down pretty quickly. We are definitely in some danger around the sides. You should run up and throw knives at... The Soul Grinder's actually really heavily armored. Here, try to kill their lord, I guess?
Off we go! This way! Iron guts!
I gotta say, I'm very disappointed with the amount of hurling the enemies backward through the force of charging that I saw there.
Tribe on the move!
Very disappointing. Very disappointing work indeed.
Munch 'em! Stabber!
They're dead!
Okay, there's the break.
Hunter! I'll smell ya!
And like I said, any unit that does not get actually completely fully killed here is probably just going to get restored to full very shortly. That one beast of Nurgle was all that was holding up. So, how much... Okay, it looks like we probably didn't lose any units. I thought I saw one unit completely collapse, and I assumed it had been Noblars, but it looks like all the Noblars are fine. I'd say first battle impression of those man-eaters is really, really excellent. They did fantastic work there. I was not expecting them to bring down the Great Unclean ones so fast, because there's really not, like... We have 36 of them, and their guns are powerful, but if you think about, like, the number of guns that are in a normal artillery unit, or a normal, you know, not artillery, but a normal gun unit, normal gunpowder unit. Like those fire rain guys that we got from the Cathayans are 68 to a unit, so 68 of their guns. The Vampire Coast, you know, is... Vampire Coast is maybe not a good comparison point, because they have a whole different balance thing going on. But anyway, I'm just very, very impressed with the work 36 Guns was able to do. I think these man-eaters were a fantastic purchase, and I am wondering if perhaps we should trade out our Noblars entirely and get some more of those. Okay. Good money, good money. Got ourselves even more Noblar units that we don't want to use. Noblar followers, rather.
Graces, the shockingly obese.
Graces continues to level. So we lost our Gorgers and our Stonehorn, basically. The Iron Guts of the Man-Eaters. This doesn't affect you. That doesn't affect Man-Eaters. Here we go. Yeah, let's grab Ravenous Fighters. This is definitely worth a skill point. Our Man-Eaters aren't high enough level to benefit from it yet, but two of those units are already rank 5. And then what else? We are actually approaching the limit here. I guess I'm going to grab the other Pointed Beast of the Mountains. We may as well. And then what else do we want to max out? This is just +5 melee attack. Doesn't seem that valuable. Straight 5% physical resistance, I guess, is something. I don't know if I would want him to have Vanguard deployment, but honestly, speed 10% is pretty
Chuck it
good.
on my loot pile.
He could use the extra move speed. Still working on your HP.
Must feast. Don't you dare rest. Waddle on, ogres.
And it's good that we got some meat.
Guided
Alright, so
by
Grog can make it all the way back to territory where we're healing at least. Targog, I think, should be able to just, like, slaughter these guys in the pass.
Dragons.
I guess maybe they are in a position where they're going to be able to retreat far enough to not get actually fought. So we should probably then
Move it.
set an ambush.
Time for a surprise feast. Slaughter master.
You should probably also remain ambush mode.
Slaughter master.
Not because I think there's any chance that they're in danger this turn, but just because I think Red Song might turn around just to come get us if he knows we're here and sort of spoil everything. Snaggle, I don't actually know what you're doing. Hold on. Mountain Talker Maldig can start annoying these guys, I guess.
The quarry shall suffer.
Critical failure, because of course he did. Yeah, you know what? I think that is going to be my plan. Snaggle is going to replace the Fire Belly in that army over there. I will move the Fire Belly to Greasus' army. Because Malgut's units definitely need a little bit more support. And then I don't think I want to spend any money, even though we have a really huge amount of money. Because, like, we are also hemorrhaging quite badly for the moment. We're going to lay down another camp very soon. We have to rebuild the financial buildings in a couple of the camps that we do have out. That's a longer term concern. Please tell me that Northern Province Army is just going to charge right into the ambush. Oh, they saw through the ambush, but they drew even closer to us, which I find a little confusing. Not how I was expecting them to respond to seeing through the ambush. Well, we should have them no problem then. I'm a little bummed out that so much of Greasus' movement is going to be wasted on his next turn. But I'm hoping we can get Greasus entirely out of that little pocket before that army respawns. Because those stationary armies in Nurgle's domain do respawn, and they do it relatively quickly. Alright, I appreciate Falco moving up the pass toward the army that we're sending down there to kill him, really making my job a lot easier. All right, Rebellion Army. I just don't have time to care about that.
Find me, flesh.
How is
Oh, that
this set up?
tyrant.
Okay, we could go up to 3 here. How safe do I think we are? I'm gonna go for it. It's expensive, but upgrading the buildings, upgrading the settlements and the camps and stuff that are producing our money is probably worth it.
Tyrant of the tribe.
So Targog has no ranged attacks, which is going to make
Interference will
fighting
cost
this
you
balloon-heavy army a little bit more annoying, for sure.
Master of awful.
Do they have? They have a
know
single real
one
siege
slave.
units, a single real siege unit, singular. You know, on account of that's how language works. I'm wondering if I want to try to bring Goff up the path behind, or if I instead want Goff to just move forward, establish a camp up here somewhere. Maybe we take the tower for ourselves, even though we don't really want it. Just to give us a settlement nearby to work with.
The boss.
I think Targog's army is actually going to have kind of a weirdly difficult time fighting this, is my only concern. I'm going to try the ambush play again, I guess.
See ya.
If we can catch them within an ambush, sort of defang their... honestly, I don't even know if defanging those units is that helpful. Yeah, maybe we do want to bring in
Tenderizer.
reinforcements.
If it means butchery, follow the meat stench.
And if I don't think you're going to
Obey me.
really want to do this fight anyway, you may as well stand
Biggest
inside the
room's
settlement.
mine.
Okay. Greasus.
This'll bring me spoils.
Alright. We've gained the blessing of the Maggot Lord. From its secretions, Pox Fulcrum has created immunity to many of Nurgle's deadliest diseases. And also full healing. Oh, and also...
No food.
I thought
till you get
these
there.
completely removed all your remaining movement.
Over
Okay.
tyrant's orders.
Well, we'll grab that and just get the hell out of here. And then hopefully we can do the same thing over here. Kill one of them, grab this thing, and then just go. Yeah, there are four points we have to touch to get full immunity. Terrible waste of time.
Biggest room's mine.
Go reinforce back here. That'll stop Falco from doing anything annoying.
Survivor of the flames.
They cannot march through magma.
Okay, so they're not able to move very much. We should be able to deal with this. Karak Krakaton is a 5-unit garrison plus just this tiny army. Well, plus this other army.
Magic.
Okay, yeah, I don't see Grizguts getting through that, and Grizguts seems to think the same thing. He is just running. Fair enough, I guess. Do we have anybody else? Yeah, okay. I am going to have Grog fall all the way back here for the moment.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Can pursue an upgrade to that. We are going to need the money. Do I want to also buy this upgrade? That's cutting it awful close. We'll have 6k left and we're draining 2,000 a turn. For the moment, at least. Yeah, I'm going to skip that. I think that the Nurgle stuff should be much more straightforward from here out, because we are going to be able to do a battle and then full heal like this. Hopefully we won't have to be stuck in this Demon Prince realm for like another 15 turns. And we need to reform Targog's army like pretty significantly, but unfortunately, it's going to be a real. Huh. Well, now I don't know if I think that's a good play. It is going to be a real pain in the ass to do it, given that we have no money. I am wondering if maybe this is the point where Targog just gets completely disbanded. Like we use him to break this force, and then because like they attacked that they are now sieging that whole city, and if we do a sortie out with the city garrison, we are 30 units against their 20. Their units are damaged, and I don't know how they think that's going to work. Castalton showing up to the realm of the Plague Lord is an interesting wrinkle.
You're all right, despite your...
Not sure what we're going to do about that. Nope. You know what I don't need right now is more war, and also that's not very much money. Because I feel like even once we have our camps up and running, we're not going to be financially stable. So it might be to in our best interest to disband an army for the moment. We try to pull some stuff back together later, some point later, nebulous later. It really is remarkable. Like we lost all of this money output when the camps went down, and then we rebuilt the camps, and we didn't get we hardly got any of it back. It feels like. Okay, we are fully inplagued. Not great stuff. So I think I'm gonna call it right here, actually. Rather than really play this turn. But this feels,
Interference will
I don't know,
cost you
feels
dear.
kind of silly to me. I guess there's only 8 units in that garrison.
Do what I say.
I really thought there were 10.
Bring me ingredients.
We could do a turn of approach. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're probably gonna be able to beat that back pretty seriously. All right. Anyway, like I said, I think that's where we're gonna call it for today. When y'all come back next time, hopefully we're gonna slay Castalton in the realm of the Plague Lord, kind of just for the hell of it. But I'm sure winning that battle would be worth a lot of money. I don't know. It might be difficult with the. We'll see. We're also gonna finally secure our settlements again. We're gonna not have a ton of enemy armies running around inside of our borders. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And from there, I don't know. Maybe back on the offensive. I sure would love to be back on the offensive. Come back next time to see if it's a pipe dream, and we'll see you then.